What's up, guys? It's Matt here, just doing a little update video on my testosterone replacement therapy. I want to do some question and answers, uh, just from people commenting on my YouTube channel. I just haven't been able to get to it. I'm sorry, guys, but I do read your comments, and I just wanted to go over some of those things with you guys. Yeah, I've been on testosterone since July. Middle of July 2016. So it's been like a year and 3 months or a year and 4 months now. I just recently I was taking my testosterone wrong. I think I covered this in my last video. Thought I was supposed to be taking it 200 nanograms every 2 weeks. I'm sorry, 100 nanograms every 2 weeks, but it's supposed to be 100, nanograms every week. Yeah, I don't know how I messed that up. Apparently, I read the label wrong, and I went in to do blood work, and they were like, "You never picked up your last prescription," and I was like, "Wait, what?" And then figured out that I was taking it wrong. But I wanted to mention that it's been, if I were to guess, it's been probably 3 months now that I've been taking that dose every week, and it took a few weeks, I want to say, but man, I feel so much better than when I was taking it every 2 weeks, because I still was having just a lot of anxiety and stuff, just from feeling bad in general. And I was still feeling weak. My body was feeling really weak, just fatigued. Towards the end of that 2 week time, it's probably like after a week and 5 days, I was just feeling so fatigued and just having, almost feeling like I was having hallucinations and stuff. Just terrible. But ever since I've been taking it every week, I feel so good. And yeah, I just wanted to spread that joy with you guys. Yeah, it's been amazing. And actually, since I've been doing 100 nanograms, I was a little worried that I was going to have bad acne, because when I first got on TRT, they had me taking 200 nanograms for I'm trying to think how often. I was doing it every week for 2 months, and then I was taking it every 2 weeks, and then they wanted me to take it every month. But during that time that I was taking it, at that first 2 months, I had so much back acne, it was insane. It was just like a field of acne on my back, and it was just horrible. But yeah, now, so far, I haven't really had any problems with that. Maybe one or two here and there, but nothing like it was, and I'm so grateful for that. I've actually had a lot of chest hair growing in. I would show you, but I don't really want to take my shirt off on camera. Sorry, guys. Maybe one day. But yeah, definitely, I've got some chest hair now. Before, I was just clean slate all the way down, below my belly button, pretty much. And now it's around my belly button and up to my chest. It's insane. I think that physically, physically, I have put on some weight. When I first went on TRT, I was at 155, and I would say I'm at 176 now. The last doctor visit I had. I don't really work out. I haven't been trying to work out. Maybe soon. I'm just working 50, 55 hours a week, and I'm on my feet nonstop throughout the day, so I haven't really been that energetic on my days off to go and work out, because I'm a butcher. I lift pigs, and they're they're not alive, but pigs and goats and lamb and beef. And I'm lifting all day and running around on my feet on concrete. And it's when I get off work, working out is not what I have in mind. I just want to go play disc golf. Disc golf is my thing. Or try to make time for YouTube videos or stuff like that. I got some other projects I'm working on. But anyways, want to do some question and answers because I've not been getting back to people, and I'm so sorry. But if you would like to leave questions in my comments um, or subscribe, so whenever I do post videos like this, you can see my follow up to your questions and things like that. But yeah, so one guy, let's see, I guess this guy, I don't know, guard passer commented, "How's your hairline on TRT? Any family history?" Not really. Hold on, I got something just popped up. Hell. Anyways, as far as family history goes, most of the men in my family have full head of hair. Um, but one thing about my family history, you don't see a lot of beards. This does not really exist in my family history. And it would not have existed if I didn't go on TRT. Because if you saw me before, I was very smooth. Like I couldn't grow a mustache, I couldn't grow a beard, or none of that stuff. And now it's like, you know what I'm saying? I got this full on beard. It's awesome. I love it. Uh, but yeah, family history, no, not really. Everybody's got a full head of hair for the most part. Um, like even my grandfather, I remember he wasn't bald. He had hair, and he was like 80 something years old when he passed away. And like my dad is like 65 now, and he doesn't even have any gray hair yet. He's still got a full head of hair, no balding. And then they also asked any hair loss or thinning. It's actually been the complete opposite because I was talking about my beard and like my chest hair. If anything, my hair is thicker than what it was before. And my hair, um, oh, it grows at the same speed. I think it's just the beard hair now grows through faster. I would say, and just fuller for the most part. Um, let's see. I think it's Big Lord, AK replied or left a comment. Your voice has power now. That's a big problem that I have. How long did it take till your voice got deeper? Honestly, that's a kind of a tough question because you talk every day. It's like it's one of those things like you don't notice till you maybe hear yourself over like a recording like this. Um, but honestly, my voice feels the same, but I do notice that my voice is deeper in some parts. If I were to say a time of when it got deeper, let's see, it's been a year and 4 months now. I'd say probably like a good 8 months. Probably whenever I was taking 100 nanograms every 2 weeks. Because for a while my doctors had me on 200 nanograms every month, and that was just wearing off way too fast. It wasn't really helping me. It was a very horrible time. But yeah, probably about 8 months, 8 or 9 months, probably when I actually really noticed how deep it was. Let's see. Travi asked me how I was feeling a month later after doing the TRT. Honestly, after the first shot, I felt a lot better. It wasn't really. I do remember feeling like I had an adrenaline rush, probably because I haven't taken anything like that before, but it really takes probably 2-3 days the first shot before maybe notice anything. If anything, I just noticed that my side effects had gone down tremendously. I was dealing with a lot of suicidal thoughts, and anxiety, and just feeling really lethargic and weak. And I felt better. I remember the first week. It definitely took like 2 or 3 weeks before I really felt a lot better, but I was still having a lot of anxiety because I'd been through so much over like a 3 year period. I'm sorry, of not knowing what was wrong with me and what was going on. I'd say probably you'll definitely feel better after the first shot, but really um, after the first like 2 or 3 or 4 shots, you'll feel much better than where you were to begin with. Trust me, from my experience. Let's see who else commented. Fernando Amaguire, however you pronounce that, commented, "What's your protocol? Do you mind telling?" Not sure exactly what he meant by that. Maybe it's how much I take. I guess I'm thinking. I guess. Yeah. Anyways, I would say pretty much 100 nanograms every week. And like when I was taking that every 2 weeks, and it wasn't good. But finally, I straightened it out, and I felt great. So yeah, 100 nanograms every week. Um, yeah. Oh, one thing I mentioned too, your butt will get sore from taking these shots. It definitely hurts over a bit of time. And I use a 23 gauge inch long needle. I try using different gauges. Could go smaller. It just takes so long to get it in. And honestly, I feel better when I take the 23 gauge needle for some reason. The smaller needle, it just doesn't feel like it really injects in your body. But that could just be in my head, because I know whatever you put in your body, your body's going to absorb it some way. But yeah, so I actually have a piece of paper that I have because I forget every week what side I put it in, and I have a little piece of paper. And one side I write an R, and the other side I wrote an L. So if it said R, then I know, okay, I got to take in the right glute. And then after I take the right glute, I flip it over. So then a week later, I'm like, oh yeah, I took in the right last time, so I'm taking the left this time. So you might want to try that. It definitely helps to keep the soreness down, because if you keep doing it in the same side, it's going to hurt pretty bad. And another thing that I found is after you take the shot, once you pull out the needle, is just to massage the part of your butt where you put the shot in, and that definitely takes down the pain in the next couple of days. Usually my legs feel pretty stiff afterwards or have a lot of cramps. That's definitely helped to cut a lot of that out. I don't try that if you're having problems. Someone else commented, I guess I said something about, thought maybe I had varicocele vein in one of my testicles. That's something I'm still trying to figure out. I did just talk to my doctor about going to see a specialist to figure all these things out. That's something I probably could find out just by getting like a physical done or something. But she was telling me that it can't really affect my testosterone levels. Now, from what I read, I remember seeing stuff like that it could affect it, but I don't know. That's what she's saying. I don't know. Maybe you have some other ideas on that, or something you could help fill me in on with that. But she pretty much said that if I want to try to figure out exactly what's wrong with me or what's causing the low testosterone, she said I'm probably going to end up seeing a specialist, an endocrinologist, and they're probably going to take me off of testosterone for like a month and a half to really figure out what's wrong. And that, to be honest with you, scares the living crap out of me, because I know that when I go 2 weeks, 3 weeks off of something like that, I mean, my anxiety is going to be up the roof. It's going to be horrible. It might not be as bad now since I've overcome a lot of things with that, but I don't know. I'm sure I just feel really weak and fatigued, and I don't even know if it's worth it, to be honest with you. If any of you guys have any advice for me on that, please let me know. What else? I think that was about it. Ooh, I think that's about it, really. Some people just said that they, have a lot of the same experiences that I do, and what to do about that. I would just go see somebody. Honestly, I saw a doctor at just like a normal hospital the first time, but they have certain like things that they have to go by. And the first doctor I saw, They have me taking 200 nanograms once a month after I took took it for like every week for a couple months. And they wouldn't change that for me. And they actually, my dad goes to them and they have him on the same thing. And he's like, it hasn't helped him at all, you know? And so I eventually seeked out to a local clinic. It's a place called Trust Care. If you, I don't know if you have them around where you are, but I just talked to the nurse and or the doctor there. She pretty much told me I need to just go get my medical records from the hospital and bring them to her, and she overviewed them, and she pretty much had to give me the same prescription that I had at the other place, but she could give it to me like more regularly. Um, and I haven't had any problems with that. I go in every 10 weeks, 12 weeks to do blood work, and it's been perfectly fine. But anyways, if anybody has any information for me on trying to find out what exactly is wrong with me and what they had to go through seeing an endocrinologist, if I really have to be off of it for a month and a half or whatnot, please let me know. I'm sorry this video has been so long. I'm going to try to cut it off because I don't want to start boring everybody. But yeah, I'm doing the question and answer more often videos. I also have a video I'm going to be putting out soon, and it's going to talk about what helped me overcome anxiety. And it's going to show some supplements that I take that has helped me with that, and just my personal experiences of what I had to do to get out of that comfort zone of having, or just to get into more comfort zone, I guess, having bad anxiety, and the things that I had to do to help to cut that out. So yeah, just check that video out. I think it's going to be pretty good for people who go through stuff like that. But yeah, just let me know, guys. Let me know stuff. Comment, subscribe. Later.